Hello, and thank you for joining me for my segment of Leading with Love COVID-19 miniseries, Maximizing the Hearts of Our Community, sponsored by the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs, Incorporated. For more information about the Institute, please go to www.globalentrepreneur.coach.org. My name is Jeannetta Collier. I am coming to you from Dallas, Texas. Here, I am a mindset transformationist and a business strategist NLP master coach. I am also the author of the book called The Best You, a 365-day motivational journey. I'm a speaker. I'm a creative and executive producer of a reality show. I'm also a philanthropist, and I'm the host of my own podcast radio show, which is The Best You 365. This is my third segment of The Rise of the Phoenix. The Rise of the Phoenix. Why did I choose that title, The Rise of the Phoenix? Well, as you know, the past 40 plus days, we have been in a turmoil around the world due to a virus. We have seen and experienced things that we are not accustomed to, and we have had the privilege of getting to know ourselves. And during that time, some things had to be put aside. I don't want to use the word die off, but basically things have had to die off. Our old way of thinking, our old way of moving around, our old way of how we live our lives. But the surprising thing is, it's not a bad thing. It's really not bad. I mean, think about it. Were we really doing everything right? Were we really living the life that we needed to live? Or were we just consuming life and not giving anything back? You know, this week has been really enlightening for me because I did a series called The Rise of the Phoenix Summit. And during that time, I listened to different speakers talk about relationships and how relationships had to shift and pivot because we were so comfortable in doing things the way we were doing. We didn't realize that we were losing some pivoted people, some important people, some people that was the foundation of our lives. We were not only losing them, but we really didn't know some of them. I mean, how ironic is that you can live with someone and be in space with someone for so long, but you really don't know them. You know, this whole process have caused us to sit still, has caused us to really look at not only ourselves, but each other. Look at our partners. You know, sometimes we can live with someone for so long and we really don't know who they are. And they really don't know who we are. Hell, we don't know who we are half the time. But this has been an opportunity to allow us to grow together. Some of us may have grown apart, but during that process, I know communication took place because we had no choice. And through communication, we learn, we explore, we experience. You know, this week also, we delved into finances and how that have shifted. Because as you know, people have lost jobs, people have been laid off, people have been furloughed, stock market has crashed, savings accounts have not been as lucrative as we thought. There have been food lines. There have been more people filing for unemployment. There have been more people looking for help. When they closed the schools, there were kids that was their 2 meals for that day. So then they came up with ways that kids can go into the schools to get meals. You know, we realized that that job that you hated, once you lost it, you wanted it back. We realized that you can cook. You're eating out all the time, you really can cook. We really delved into how we weren't really saving like we should. We really didn't have the money set aside for that rainy day. Also, this week we delved into domestic violence and behavior health issues. Because as you know, as people stress, things come out. Behavior health is at an all-time high. Domestic violence is at an all-time high. I mean, think about it. You're cooped in a house with someone that is stressed or someone that don't know how to control their anger. You know, this week we talked about self-love and self-care and how so important it is to take care of yourself and how self-love and self-care is two totally different things. And how when you understand the difference and well, it's the same thing, but when you understand how to take care of yourself, you're not only looking at the physical outside, but you're looking at the inside. We delved into the art of discipline of yourself, discipline in how to move forward, because it's important that we understand the process. You know, this time has really brought clarity to me in a lot of ways. Because what I've gotten from this is the old way of thinking is not going to get you to the next step in life. The old way of doing things is not going to get you where you need to be. And you can't walk this journey alone. This is something that I think caused us to have a timeout, caused us to reevaluate how we think and do things, caused us to look at our neighbor differently in more of a positive way and not a negative way. I feel this was an opportunity, and I use the word opportunity because hopefully you had to shift and adjust and pivot in how you move. I hope this gave you an opportunity to really get to know you and how the new you will move forward. Yes, this has been an enlightened time, a stressful time, but I hope this time has also brought you joy. Joy in knowing and getting to know your loved ones all over again. Joy in knowing and getting to know yourself all over again. The opportunity to sit and write a letter to a friend, lick that envelope, put that stamp on there and put it in the mail, and to know they received that and it brought such joy to their life. The opportunity of picking up the phone and just calling someone and say, hey, I'm calling just to see how you doing. I don't want anything from you. I just want to see how you doing. Can you imagine the joy on their face? Can you imagine the simple things of telling someone happy birthday or doing a video chat? You know, we were so busy before, we didn't have time to even pick up the phone to answer. We let it go to our voicemail. But now we answer those calls. We listen to that voice of the past. We do video chats and see things that we haven't seen before. We are birthing anew. This is giving us an opportunity to wipe the slate clean and emerge from the ashes as something beautiful. I hope you hold on to this experience. I hope this is an experience that's written down in the history books. I hope this is an experience that you hand down to your children and your grandchildren and their grandchildren. Why? Because we had an opportunity to sit still, to regather our thoughts, ourselves, to reevaluate who we are as people, not as individuals, but as people. For me, I am the phoenix because I will rise from the ashes. To me, you are the phoenix because you too will rise from the ashes. And together, we will rise from the ashes like the phoenix. Thank you to the Global Coach, to the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs for providing this platform of the heart. I have truly enjoyed pouring my heart out to you. And I pray that you take this moment to reflect on the last 40 plus days. And when you step out of the ashes, like the phoenix, you will rise. And you will rise to something more beautiful, more secure, more loving. Again, I'm your master coach, Jeannetta Collier. And if you would like more information about me, you can go to my website, JeannettaCollier.com. That's JeannettaCollier.com. Or you can go to my other website, Imaginary.com. You can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter. I thank you. Have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.